So on today's episode, we're talking about friends of the opposite sex.
You're watching. You are watching.
You are watching.
You are watching.
You are watching.
You are watching. You are watching.
You're watching Let's Talk Relations.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in to another week of Erickson Presents Let's Talk Relations, episode 15. If this is the first time you've reached my channel, please take this opportunity to hit the subscribe button, the bell notification button, and the thumbs up button. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I'm assuming that a lot of people caught the Beyonce concert, and I was one of those people. That concert was incredible. YouTube had 3 live stream channels of Coachella, so I'm assuming that it was 3 different stages. And I was wondering, while Beyonce was performing, like, what was actually happening on the other stages? It's rare that somebody could make Jay-Z look like a nobody when he walks onto the stage, because that's how much presence Beyonce claims or demands. That show was incredible. Man, I wish I could have been there. Why am I talking about this? There's really no reason for me to talk about this on my channel, but it was just that good that I had to say something. But anyways, let's get into the topic for today. So on today's episode, we're talking about friends of the opposite sex. I'm one of those people that every time I post on Facebook, majority of the time, the person that's gonna like my comment is gonna be a female. Not because I'm having sexual relations with all of these females, but mainly because I just have a lot of female friends. I grew up in a house full of women. My mom, my sister, my mom's friends, they were females. So there were always women around. So I guess it would be natural for me to have a lot of female friends. So my question is, if you had friends of the opposite sex prior to getting in a relationship with your mate, and your mate expresses that they don't want you to be friends with the opposite sex, do you let go of those friends, or does your mate have to stop being insecure? That's one hell of a question, because it's hella long. That's what we're talking about today, so let's get right into the episode.
I think the mate's got to stop being insecure, because like I've been in that situation and I trust her, you know what I mean? And she's a good girl, good female, but the way that she was brought up in life, you know what I mean? She just had a lot of she related more with men than she did with women, you know what I mean? So naturally you're gonna have probably male friends because you're involved in that.
I think that person's totally being insecure, and hell no on cutting them off. I've had that happen and it's been really messed up. You know, like honestly, as a girlfriend, I feel like if you have your game together, then it doesn't matter like what anyone else brings to the table, then you don't have anything to worry about.
The mate has to stop being insecure. If you can explain why that person, why you continue to be friends with that person, then you should be able to keep them. If it's a reasonable and a logical answer, now it would just be, oh shoot, just because I known that person, then yeah, that person gotta go. But if you can give a logical answer as to why that person is valuable to your life, then I feel like that person should be able to stay in your life and shoot in your friendship circle.
Well, no, because that's their problem. I mean, why are you insecure? You know, I'm about you. Understand that. Feel that. That's what it, you know, that's what it is. Hopefully, you know, if I got friends, I'm gonna take you around folks I know. And if they happen to be men, shit, be my man. You know, let everybody know I'm yours. You know, so I don't know, be secure in that. Hopefully, that's what I want.
No, communicate with them. You are allowed to have friends of the opposite sex. It's all about communication. Invite them over for game nights, for movie nights. Invite them over if you want to go to dinner. Go out to dinner with them. Go out to lunch with them. All about communication. If you cannot communicate, then that's on you. But I'm not giving up any of my friends anymore, opposite sex or not.
I don't do jealousy. Like, that's just something I don't do. Yeah. So if you're a jealous person, you can't hide that for too long. Like, it's gonna start popping out, and those red flags I was talking about earlier. So like, I'm gonna just probably cut that from the get-go. I have ended lots of relationships. Well, not lots, but I have ended a couple relationships before over insecurity and jealousy. Like, if you come and talk to me as a grown person, we have like good communication. You say, hey, I feel a little insecure about this and this. Like, I'm not gonna be upset. I'm gonna let you know. Like, I'm gonna reassure you. I'm gonna explain everything so that you don't have to. And I'm gonna give you a little bit of time to readjust yourself.
Yeah,
It depends. Yeah.
Because if it's someone that you had a relationship with in the past, but now they're your friends, and it's like, why? You know, depends who it is, what the intentions are. Like I said, I think you need to have a conversation with your partner and see what's going on with you guys. And
Yeah, it depends. If she's hanging out with a guy who's fucking my shit up, then I'm gonna want you to end that. But if it's not have any hindrance towards our relationship, then we should be straight. But if it is messing our stuff up, he's saying something, you know, without him knowing me. Oh, you know, because a lot of guys like, oh yeah, I know, man is this. Oh, man, I'm not trying to hear that. Like, especially if you haven't met me to see what the difference is between me and the guys that you stereotype. So then that may be a problem. I would want you to not hang out with him as much.
That's more about a trust issue as opposed to that friend. And those friends were there before you. If they wanted to be with them, then they would do that. And so, you know, be a strong woman or man and just, you know, man up, woman up, and be okay with them having friends, because it's not fair that you come into their life and they have to change things like that. And it's really unfair to the friends, and the friends feel cut off and they feel like they're not valued and are like, oh, now I can't hang around with this person. And this kind of creates a bad situation because then they don't like you anymore at all because you're the reason that they can't be friends.
I would say that if they were friends before, and the key word is friends, they were just friends before and it wasn't like an ex-boyfriend that is now a friend, then I would say no. That mate needs to stop being insecure and find out and ask why are they uncomfortable with that opposite sex being a friend. But I would not ask him to get rid of his friends if they were there before me.
But I think it matters on what type of girl it is. If you know for a fucking fact that prior to you being in this situation, that she was kind of a hoe and she still has a lot of male friends, I think that you gotta check to see like where her commitment level is.
I do have not a lot of close female friends from prior to meeting her, but I do have one in particular that she does text me once in a while or call me up when she wants to say hi, but it doesn't, you know, it doesn't go much deeper than that, you know. And that doesn't bother you, but mostly because she's a lesbian and you're not threatened by her.
First I wasn't sure who you were talking about. I was gonna have to say
Katie.
cut.
Hang on a second. let's back this up. No, Katie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that she doesn't feel threatened by that, and nor should she.
Well, this is a perfect question for me because I do have a lot of guy friends, and I have always been one of the guys since like high school. I hung out with mainly guys. Yes, I had a lot of girlfriends, but I just sort of got along more with men because I couldn't do all the female drama stuff. So my sister and I found ourselves, you know, just one of the guys all the time. So naturally, I have a lot of guy friends.
If you want to be with me, stop being insecure. I think as long as I know these friends and they've come along and they've introduced me to them, I don't think I would have a problem with them. So as long as everything is fine and we've talked to each other, communicated, and we both agree that okay, there's nothing going on and being completely open, then it's fine with me. I don't care. You have 100 friends for all I care. But if they're not, then that's definitely going to be a problem. And I mean, I would have a cause to be insecure.
To me, it's I don't want to say it's not a fine line, right? It's called common sense. I think maturity and the you know, the kind of relationship that you really want, you would know what to do. Yeah, it's not rocket science. You would know if I'm fucking her, I'm not gonna be her friend anymore. That's just my thing. So it's just common sense. There's some friends you keep, right? If I'm unable to introduce a friend of mine to this lady without any sorts of animosity or hidden agenda or secrets, Yeah, those will need to be cut off.
Depends how much time you're trying to spend with them too. Yeah. Like if you're trying to see them every day, it's like, why? You know, it just depends how much time are you trying to spend with them and how often, how long, doing what. Like,
yeah, my question is why not?
I want to go with them to the movies every weekend, like, or you know, out to, you know, dinner every week, out to the movies every week, like, you know, doing, you know, it depends what you guys are doing. But if it's the same friend is what I'm saying, it's like, why? Then that's, again, conversation. Like, why is it that, you know, that you hang out, you go on more dates with this friend than me?
But after that, like, if you're still tripping on me, if you're still, like, sweating stuff, like me having guy friends, like, we probably just aren't going to work out. And we'll probably end, that relationship is probably going to end over that.
Right.
And the funny thing is, which has happened to me before, is that that person is going to feel justified, like they really had a reason to trip. But no, like, it was never nothing like that. Like, you played yourself, fool. Like, you really played yourself. But yeah, I don't do jealousy. It's so unattractive to me. So unattractive.
Friends before, but if the man or the woman comes around and those two are maybe flirting, but it's, to them they're just talking, but from the outside person, it looks like they're flirting too much, and if there's a problem with that, then they should talk about it.
But then again, that's where we go with insecurities. Yeah. You need to make sure that that person that is assuming that it's flirting is that they really know that it's flirting, because it might not be. It might just be the way that they've always interacted. So it's important that you ask and you talk about it before asking anyone to, you know, change their life for you. Because I believe that if you met them and they already had their friends, then you already knew that was there before you came along.
That's a hard one. I actually thought about that not too long ago. If you love and respect your other half, then you would do whatever it takes to make them happy and make them comfortable, plain and simple. I mean, that's because you chose them, and this is what comes with them. So that's what you're gonna have to do if that's what they are asking.
But if she's a good girl and you know that, she just kicks it with a hella guys, then yeah, you got to check yourself. You know what I mean? That's just being insecure. Because put yourself in her shoes. Say you're a good dude, but you just got hella girlfriends. Maybe you're involved like with an industry where there's always women around, or at work you got a lot of women friends and stuff like that, but you're not doing nothing. But your chick's over here tripping on it all the time. Like, are you gonna be okay with that, or is that her problem? You know, it's probably her problem at the end of the day.
I wouldn't end my friendships with them. That goes with the other question. Like, your mate has to be okay with it. And yeah, you're not gonna, obviously if you're with somebody new for the first time, and you're not gonna want to sit there and hang out with all of your guy friends all the time. You know, you're gonna have to put that in the back for a little bit. But invite your new boyfriend or girlfriend, invite them with your old friends so they can see that there's nothing to be worried about. No, I wouldn't end my relationships, because my relationships came first before you, and I'm not gonna just drop my friends just because you're uncomfortable with it.
It depends on what kind of friends you were before. You know, I have male friends that nothing has ever happened sexually, but we have been like in the bed eating cereal, watching fucking movies. You know what I mean? But then at the same time, those types of relationships wouldn't be appropriate now. You know, so there's like a level of what was and also what is going to be, you know, and just like everybody respecting that. And if there was a sexual past, then I think those people need to understand they are put in a certain box.
And I would feel the same about you if you had multiple male friends prior to meeting me. And, you know, I would want to be involved and become a friend with them as well if that was going to be the case.
I agree. I think if a man does have multiple girlfriends, or the other way around, then the spouse should at least be engaged with those other friends, just to feel comfortable and kind of know what's going on. Let the friend know, this is okay, and I'd like to meet you and get to know you, and I think that's fine.
Yeah, but again, that's what I'm saying. It's all about what is it you're not getting and you feel like you're being unfulfilled. Because, I mean, sometimes women are just selfish in the sense of I don't necessarily want this treatment, but you're giving it to somebody else and they're of the same sex as me. Why can't I get that? And that, to me, that's bullshit. Like, okay, if you know, my friend Amber, you know, likes cars, I like cars, and you don't like cars, and me and Amber go to a car show, you shouldn't be upset. Why are you going to the car show with Amber? Like, that should never come up. But at the same time, if it's like, you know, I'm inviting Amber to things that I should be inviting you to, then it's, you know, then that's where it gets sketchy. Like, you know, yes, you know, I go with Amber because, you know, she's my friend and we talk about this and this is the only person I have a bond with. Well, if you like it, you should be able to come along too.
But that's what I'm saying. You know? Like, it depends where you go to. Like, if you go to the movies, like, I like movies too. Yeah. Like, why did I get an invite?
Yeah, but then at the same time, sometimes, like, you may have a female friend that, you know, like, you know, I have a female friend that I go out to eat with because we talk about personal stuff and, like, we have a relationship and she doesn't want people, I'm the only person that she talks to about certain things. So there's a reason, a specific purpose of why I may not invite my girlfriend or I might invite the person I'm dating with because of, you know, it's an intimate affair to respect their privacy. So there's a reason and cause, but it's still a conversation that needs to come out.
Tasty like a gummy bear, sweet like candy. I'm selfish because I don't want to share. I just want to put my tongue on your neck, kiss you nice and slow, something you will never forget. So gonna let me in and I can eat you all up again and again.